Hey everyone, it's Relic here. We are back playing some more Dark and Light. And yes, I finally learned how to wave, which is a pretty good thing. It was pretty simple actually, just hold down the key and then hover over it, press it, job done. So anyway, there's been an update to the game and I'm not really sure what it's changed other than the fact that you seem to get a little bit more information at the moment on the animal that you're facing. I'm not sure if that works for wild animals yet. I've not checked that, so probably just a good idea to go out and have a quick check, make sure there's nothing about. I think it is getting pretty late in the day. No, it only tells you the level there. It doesn't give you any kind of stats, which would be kind of handy, I guess. So anyway, in the last episode, we were kind of working on leveling up a little bit and getting some bits and pieces. Obviously, we got our first tame, and we've got quite a few of the woodwork items now. So, in this episode, what I really want to do is I want to spend some time building first of all, and just see if we can get as much of this to be wood as possible. Because obviously, wood is a bit stronger, and B, I think it looks a little bit better. And I'm also fairly sure that the door will let horses through. But in any case, even if it doesn't, if I just go into the skills on the woodwork, further down here there is a beast gate, so we can get that made. And that's going to be a fair while away yet. But yeah, it does seem like crafting wooden items boosts this skill up fairly fast. So just in the, I don't know, about 20 minutes that I've been playing before I started recording, I've probably leveled that up 2 or 3 ranks. So yeah, pretty handy. It does take up a lot of wood though. So yeah, I need to get out chopping stuff down. But yeah, so that is the plan. And then later on, if we've got time, I want to get out and do some more taming. I want to get myself a boar. And I'd quite like to get a longhorn as well. But yeah, I'm not sure how successful that will be. When I first started playing, I kind of tried to kill one of those guys. And they are pretty tough. I mean, I thought the boar was tough. But yeah, these are even tougher. So yeah, I've put down some of the wooden foundations already just to make sure that we could kind of mix and match them with the thatch items, which we can. And yeah, kind of liking the look of them a bit better as well. So I've crafted up quite a few bits and pieces. And the first thing that I want to do is I want to get a door frame. Now, yeah, just a word on this. If you've not come across this already, the thatch stuff, you basically just get like a door or a wall, and when you place the walls down, they all come with windows. But once you get to the wooden items, things are a bit different. You get separate pieces. So you get walls which stay as walls, and then you get windows. But windows need to actually go into a window frame, and the window frame kind of looks the same, obviously in wood, but as the thatch item, if that makes any sense. So yes, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to get rid of this door. So let's get rid of that. And we also want to get rid of the door frame. And that's going to get rid of the wall above it. So if we now place down, we want to make sure that that is the frame. It is. So let's place that down like so. And let's grab the door, which I've also made, and some of the walls, and hopefully that's not going to be too heavy. It's not good. So we can put a door in, and like so, like in that is good. And then, yeah, put some of the walls in as well. So we can go around and we can start getting rid of some of these other walls as well. I just kind of want to do this in sections, because if something comes, I want to be able to make sure that I've only got a small gap, and then we'll do the ceilings last, which I think is probably the safest thing to do. Let's get rid of that as well. It's a shame that you can't pick these items up rather than having to demolish them, to be fair, but yeah, so that looks quite cool. The only thing is I kind of wish that I had have done window frames on at least one of those, so I'm guessing I'm going to have to demolish some of those at some point. Let's get rid of this one. In fact, let's grab the window frame first of all. I didn't really think that through. So we want to grab the window frames and the windows. And we'll just pop those there for now. So let's get rid of this one. And we'll try a window frame just here. So first of all then, yeah, so we need a window frame like so. And then we put a wall above it. Can we put a wall above this? I'm guessing we can. I'm kind of hoping that we can. Yeah, we can. Cool. So we can put a wall there. And now we should be able to put a window in here, which we can. Right, so yeah, I'm not sure actually whether or not I want to have, because I'm going to have a floor in here, but I'm thinking potentially that what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the floor so that rather than it just being one block, one panel high, I want to have it 2 panels high, but then the floor above is going to be a bit cramped. So what I'll probably have to do is make the whole structure 2 panels higher. Now, yeah, I'm not really sure how it's going to look. Let's just jump out here for a sec. Make sure we're not going to be attacked by anything. Yeah, I don't think that looked too bad actually if we was to do that. Looking at that from the outside, we definitely want to get some more windows in here. So let's decide where we're going to have those. I'm guessing just here, and we can't even pick that up now that we've done that. So yeah, that was a bit of a learning process, and it's definitely a bit of a pain. So we'll put the window frame in here, and let's put a window frame above this one as well, just because I want to see how this looks with 2 window frames. And then we want one in here and one in here. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I like that a bit better actually. So we'll stick with the walls. This side maybe. We'll certainly stick with the wall above the door. And then probably get rid of this one as well. And just turn that into a window frame as well. So which is a bit of a pain because it is pretty expensive for us at the moment to make this stuff. But yeah, my mistake. So let's pop that in there as well. And I think that's going to look a bit better. So yeah, I'm going to go and place a few more of these bits and pieces, and then we'll have a look at the second floor. So I'll be back shortly. So we're back, and yeah, I definitely prefer the look of this wood over the thatch. And yeah, so I've spent some time. I've got it all the way up, and I'm just going to stick on a quick light fairy because it's just going to make it a little bit easier to see it. So yeah, got this upstairs, got the ceilings in. The only thing to note is that just placing the stuff in the same direction sometimes is a little bit difficult. This was my fault. This is where I started. If you remember, I showed you I'd already done that. But yeah, some of them, I don't know why, you just can't place them the same way no matter how hard you try. And let's say the same goes for the ceilings as well. In fact, probably more so for the ceilings. It just seemed to want to place them even sort of facing this way, trying it this way as well. Some of these you just couldn't get to place the right way. But yeah, really pleased with it. So we've got the stairs, so we've leveled up enough on the wood side to get the stairs as well. And got my bed up here. I don't know if I had one of these before, the mortar and pestle. I'll put that in there as well. You can start to get some of the powders that you need for some of the other spells. So yeah, that's going to be pretty handy. But yeah, I've raised the overall height, as I think I said I probably would, by a couple, just so that we've got room up here as well and we don't feel so cramped. And yeah, really liking it. I did actually toy with the idea of having a thatch roof, but I wasn't sure how quickly stuff just degrades naturally. So yeah, we decided to go for the wood. And there was another weird thing actually. When you take down some of the foundations, and we'll talk about that more in a sec. When you take down some of the foundations, sometimes any connecting walls, they will fall down. Sometimes they don't. So I don't know whether or not that's something to do with the direction they're placed maybe. But yeah, that was definitely a thing. Also, stuff like chests and anything else that is placed on top of a foundation, it will break and you can't collect it back. Now, the trough that was over here, that was the only exception, was that when I broke that, I was left with a bag but I couldn't pick the bag up and there wasn't any items in it. It just left me a bag. So yeah, just bear that in mind when you're building foundations and stuff. If you're going to change stuff around later on, then anything that's on it you will lose. So I guess when we start to make some more expensive items, we're probably going to have to, I don't know, build them outside or just not change those foundations, which seems a little bit silly. But yeah, I'm really liking this upstairs. The other thing is these windows open, so you can just walk up with the E key. You can't fall out of them, I've already tried. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can kind of come up to the window and have a little bit of a look around, and you can kind of see. The field of vision isn't great, but yeah, it's kind of, you can get it at an angle so that you can kind of see like that. But yeah, so that's the thing. I tried the skylights as well because I thought this would look pretty cool with a couple of skylights up here, but unfortunately there isn't a slanted skylight. They all have to be flat. So I've got a few more of the items in here. And we got fences as well. So I thought that what we could try and do is where we've got this little bit up here, we could stick some fences. So if we put, and yeah, just put a few of these along here. Although that one, yeah, sometimes it doesn't want to snap even though it's telling you that it will. Yeah, so it's still looking a bit rough. It's still looking a little bit sort of hovelly, I guess. But definitely an improvement on the thatch. Yeah, pretty cool. Liking that. As I say, so we've got our bed up here. We've probably got enough fur, actually, to make ourselves a proper bed rather than this sleeping bag. Let's just have a quick look. If we just go in and type in bed, what do we need for that? So we need some more. We need some more of the hide in order to be able to do that. So yeah, probably something I'm going to do in between episodes, actually. Just change that up for a proper bed just so it looks a bit better. But yeah, overall, pretty happy with it. It's definitely an improvement. And yeah, one of the good things about doing all of the wood crafting is it does get the wood skill up quite well. So that wasn't what I wanted. We wanted this. Yeah, so if we go into this now, you can see that we're actually getting quite high on the wood ranking now. We've only got these last two to finish. And yeah, these are the ones that I really want. We kind of ran out. I ran out of patience, to be honest, with chopping trees down. But this gate is going to definitely allow our horses to get through. And this, which is a large gate, yeah, I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe cows, maybe something even bigger than that. I'm not sure yet. I haven't seen all of the creatures that are in the game. But yeah, we've definitely want this one. The trouble is, as you go further up, you get less and less points, naturally, I guess, from crafting the wood items. So I think we're only getting like 0.5% per wooden item. And it doesn't seem to matter which wooden item that you craft. So whether it's a foundation or just a simple window, you get the same amount of points, it seems. But yes, I've tried to get the horses out of the door, and yeah, it's really not worked. I do wonder actually whether or not if I ask this guy to follow me, whether or not it will work that way. And I don't like it when it rains because that definitely messes with my frame rates a little bit. But yeah, I really do need to get the horse out here, and he can't get out the door. So yeah, we definitely need to get that beast gate, and I'm guessing that what we'll do is we'll use some of the fences or maybe walls just so that we can keep them safe, and we'll put something on this side, which is a bit unfortunate actually because this is only, what's that out there? This is only actually a 4 wall, so it's going to make it uneven. But yeah, it'll be fine, I guess. I don't know, maybe we'll build something off the bat, but I seem to remember that I was struggling with building stuff off the back. Oh, by the way, we can. Oh, this guy is still trying to follow me about. Let's just order you to stay. I'm just going to jump on you for a sec and just park you over here. The horse does a really weird thing when he's walking on this as well that I've noticed that he didn't do on the thatch, and that's every now and then they seem to go sideways, and you can get off them and you can leave them. Like this one is kind of like partially sideways, so it's a bit of a weird thing there. Yeah, what was I going to say? Mistaken. She's relocated a little bit. It's raining, so it's difficult to see now. Perhaps we can see better if we go upstairs. But she's actually taken down her old house, and what that has meant is that I can bet that her house is way over there now. Let's just open that window. It's not this one to the right, it's the one right over the back there, so it's way out of the way. But the house that was down here is gone, other than I noticed a campfire was still there, so I'm probably going to ask her if she'll move the campfire, because that'll allow me to build out a little bit more. But yeah, it's definitely an improvement, because it means that I was able to get rid of this horrid sort of square bit that we had here, and also the inlaid bit. So yeah, that's fine now. So anyway, moving on. What I really want to do then is I want to get out and do a bit more taming. And I've made a load more of the arrows. Now, let's just remember. In fact, I think I've just seen them. I've got them in my inventory already. So what we're going to need is we need to grab out a trough. Now, I said I really want to get one of the boars. And previously, I'd seen an absolute ton of them around this area, but they all seem to have disappeared. And yeah, I don't know whether people have been hunting them. So I know that Mistaken's quite fond of getting pigs. I know that she's lost a few, but yeah, I don't know where this trough is. I definitely saw that I had a trough, and I don't know whether or not it's because I can't multitask that I can't say. There we go. It is because of that. So let's just drop off a few of these things that we don't need. And we probably don't need the magic, right? I don't know. Actually, let's keep some of that on us. Cool. And what we're going to need is we're going to need another door, because we're going to have to take the door down. And what I'll do, actually, thinking about it, until we can afford to get this beast gate, we need to grab ourselves another door. So we need some twine and we need some more wood. So let's just quickly craft up a door and get that built. I'm going to take the old one down, get the horse down, and then we can go and look for a boar. Okay, so that's that sorted. And yeah, until I've got the gate, I've crafted another one on the inside as well, just so that I can, when I get back, I can take the door down again. But yeah, so why this guy doesn't seem to be running very, very fast at the moment, and I'm kind of wondering why that might be. Is he encumbered in some way? He's not, which is kind of strange. It just definitely seems. Yeah, it definitely seems to be a little bit slower than normal. Oh yeah, I forgot about the loading. Let's not go that way, let's go the other way. So, yeah, so we need to go and try and find a boar. And yeah, I forgot that we get attacked by rabbits when we're on here. So yeah, there's Mistaken's new place. And I don't know, this is her sort of like holding pen. So she's obviously got the beast gate, which yeah, that's pretty handy. We definitely need to get that. I like her house. I like the way she's done this, actually. Yeah, she's got a flat roof there, so she could have a skylight on there. Yeah, so we need to go and try and find ourselves a boar. And I'm a little bit worried, because previously, what has just happened there? Not really sure what just happened. Yeah, previously, I've kind of got lost whenever I've moved anywhere, so I really don't want that to be happening again. But yeah, we've got to get out, we've got to find something, so I guess I'm going to have a wander around and yeah, see if we can find ourselves a boar. And yeah, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so I've managed to get this pig to follow me up here. And now what we need to do is we need to get him trapped. And as soon as I do this, he's going to become immediately very agitated. And I'm hoping, I was kind of hoping, that we could just kite him round. But it doesn't seem to be working very well at the moment. Let's just run away a little bit more. And doing a pretty bad job of this at the moment. Can we just get that down before we actually die? Yeah, a lot of this game seems to be sort of based on the fact that you die a lot. So let's have a look now and see, is he still running after us? He is. And if we're not lucky here, if we're not careful, we are actually going to end up dying. So it seems like he's actually, and he's down. Right, good. So we got that down, and now we need to put a trough down. That was a lot harder work than I expected. Definitely got to get a little bit better at this whole business of kiting stuff, because I don't really seem to have any skill at it at the moment. Let's get rid of the bow, and I also want to just grab some blueberries just to put those in there. I don't really like using my apples if I can, because the apples provide quite a lot of hydration, and yeah, so they are quite handy. They're quite handy for you. The blueberries do as well, but they don't seem to as much as the apples. So let's pop some of those in there instead. We'll take the apples back out again. Now that he's got that, let's go and grab a load more of that. And that's just giving us a load of stuff that we didn't really want to have. And I don't know how long, I said this before, I don't really know how long these guys stay unconscious for. Hopefully it's long enough for them to tame up. Yeah, pretty happy with that. That was easier to find than I thought it would be. It was only just down the path after Mistaken's house. And yeah, I probably made it seem harder than it needed to be, but it was actually a little bit easier to tame, I guess, than I thought it would be. I've also noticed the further down the path you go, that seems to be where the goblins are hanging about. And how are we doing? So yeah, he seems to be doing all right. He's kind of like half tamed. I don't know whether or not I should just fire another arrow into him, just to sort of keep him sort of tethered up, really. Yeah, that's it. That'll probably be better. I guess the reason why I've done that, I don't even know whether it's a thing, whether it's the right thing, but obviously in Ark you have to keep animals topped up with narcotics so they don't wake up. And I'm sure there must be a similar thing here. So we've unlocked the Boar Saddle, and I'm wondering, yeah, so his constitution has built up a little bit, so let's just put some more arrows into him, and we might have to, let's do it again. I just want to be absolutely sure that if he wakes up, that it's at least going to tire him out a little bit. I don't really want a rabbit in the way, so let's pop this down here as well. Right, what have we got now? Right, his constitution is now full. Now if he wakes up, I'm not sure, does that mean that we have to go from the beginning again? And yeah, we're gonna, do you know what, I am gonna pop these apples in here just for now, just to make 100% sure. Just to make 100% sure. Okay, so he's tamed up. So let's just give him a name. I don't know, Bob for now will do, because I just want to get him, I actually want to get him inside. So I don't suppose we can, no, we can't pick that up now, but we can take the apples out of it. We'll do that. And this guy is on follow. So we've got that. And now I want to get him straight inside. So we need to demolish this and demolish the door frame. And as I say, yeah, we can get him inside where he'll be safe while we make ourselves a saddle. Can we? Hello? I think we need to get him in front before we do this. Okay, so everybody's safely inside. And yeah, time to, because I saw that we can craft the saddles now. So I'm guessing that we're going to need a load of hides to do that. And I know that I've got this. Do you know what? I really need to sort this inventory system out already. It is already failing me. Every game that I play, I have the same issue. So I'm fairly sure we need some twine. And one of these has already got some hide in it. So this one. So let's have a look. Hopefully it's at the top of the list now. And we can craft it. That's a druid cap. Right, boar saddle, there we go. So let's craft our boar saddle. And then we're going to need to make sure that this guy has got something to eat as well. And we've leveled up as well, so that's pretty handy. Let's just sort our leveling up out. So I'd quite like to have some more health, because that's going to enable us to tame better stuff. And I've been kind of putting stuff at the moment on health and stamina because it just seems the best thing at the moment. We're not using enough magic for us to require too much focus, too much mana. And the hunger and water thing, it isn't too bad. Just as long as we've got plenty of apples, we can always sort it out. I don't mind doing that more at the expense of being able to look after ourselves a bit better. So let's put the saddle on this guy. And yeah, so he's not a great level. He's only level 16, but yeah, not bad for a first attempt. He's got okay stamina, decent hunger. He's got a lot of speed though. So let's just have a... Can we get away from the wall? Yeah, we can. Yeah, he's faster than the horse, so we are definitely going to be using him. I think what I want to do is, I said originally I was going to tame up one of the longhorns, but I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to grind out a few more of the wood levels so we can get the beast gate, and we can at least get our stuff outside. So yeah, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so a fair while later, and a lot of grinding later, we've managed to get the wood skill up to the required level. So let's just pop in here for a sec so I can craft up the door. I've already crafted up the door frame, but yeah, wrong place. Just go in here, we can see we've only got one of the items to finish up now, and that is the extra large one. But I did kind of have a look at the size of this because I was trying to sort of plot out, I've already put some foundations down. I was trying to plot out how this would look, and this thing is absolutely huge. So it's kind of like a dino gate really. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any button to look around anymore. And yeah, I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to line this up quite easy. But I guess for now, if we just pop this here, and yeah, as I say, it seems ridiculously large. I don't even know whether we're going to be able to place the gate on that. So let's just have a quick look. Have we got what it takes to make the gate? Hopefully we have. And I've probably just gone past it a couple of times. Where are you, gate? There we are. Right, so let's craft up the gate. We've got massive points on our wood score for doing this to get through to the last wood. So yeah, 27% already on that. So let's get the gate. Let's pop the gate in. Okay, yeah, that is pretty large. And that's kind of like scoop of my plans for trying to make this look a bit like a stable. So yeah, I've got some walls in here. I've made an absolute ton of walls, which we got while we were trying to level stuff up, because the quickest way to level the wood skill is to actually make wooden items. So I'm going to grab a bunch of these things. In fact, let's just get back in there again, and let's split that, and let's split that again, and then we can put some of it away, otherwise we're going to be too heavy. And what is it that it's trying to make me put down here? No, we don't want to do that just yet. So let's go into... Oh, why won't it let me do this now? Right, let's go to here. Let's get rid of that. Right, now we can go back in here. We can dump off the excess items. And grab some windows as well. Try to make this place look a little bit more inviting. As I say, it's not really worked out at all how I thought it was going to. And hopefully, yeah, they will fit alongside. So I'm just going to get these fitted up. And yeah, we'll see what the final thing looks like. Okay, so we're all set. I've not quite finished this. I need to kind of figure out how to put a ceiling on it yet. But I just wanted to be able to get my stuff over here. And we'll go and grab the boar as well. And we'll put that in here while we're at it. And yeah, I'm hoping that they're going to be safe in here without a ceiling. I can't see anything coming over the top, but yeah, I need to have a little bit of a think about how the ceiling's going to be. But I just want to grab this last one, and I want to show you something that's that I found quite funny. I'm not going to mention any games, and yeah, the horse is in a weird old position. Yeah, but just listen to the sound of this and see if this reminds you of anything. Now I'll open it. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of another game. But yeah, fine. So let's, I really don't want you to be sitting there like that. So can we just get you into a better position? Yeah, seemingly we can. And you seem to also be in a little weird position. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I just need to work out how to put the ceiling on here, to be honest. And I'm kind of thinking to myself that if I can reach, I don't even know whether or not I'm going to be able to reach this, because this is just so high. That is really high. But yeah, we're going to have to work on that a little bit. I'm probably going to have to put a second floor in here, to be honest, because it's just out of reach. But yeah, that is going to be it for this episode. So otherwise it's going to run on a little bit. And I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's just get back in the house and get a door on there before we end up with anything we don't want getting inside. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And I've definitely enjoyed it, apart from the grind. It's been a bit of a pain, but it's to be expected. Get that on there. So if you have liked the video, then remember to hit the like button. It is always, always appreciated. And until next time, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.